Yeah, we're gonna be uncles.
You guys are gonna be uncles.
Hell yeah. All right. Pay attention.
We're gonna teach you something real special today. This is two coins with my boy Wally, then Ronnie, wherever you're at, we're at. Showing two sides of the same coin. Let me know what y'all think. 2 coins. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today.
Yes, sir. So we talked about all the cultural differences that go into going into San Jose State and how that shaped you as an adult. But every guest that we have on this podcast, artist or not, we like to ask them the same question.
What question?
Regarding an island.
Oh my god, what island?
And I'm going to let Ronnie introduce it.
What the fuck?
So I'm going to let Ronnie ask it.
So you stuck on an island.
God damn it, this was not
You're stuck on an island.
You stuck on an island.
Okay.
And you get 5 things that you can eat for the rest of your life. 5 foods, 5 meals. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. Just 5 things consistent, but that's all you get to eat for the rest of your life. What are those 5 things?
I have hella questions. How general can I be? Is meat too general?
Yeah, no, it has to be certain cookings. Maybe it's a dish your mom had. Maybe
basically,
it's
just tell me your 5 favorite foods.
Okay.
And then, what was the other part of that question?
And then, what's your...
Okay, beef. Sorry.
Hey, we'll go to the food first. We'll bring up the one after.
Sorry that's number 1.
Who's making this beef?
Who's making this beef? Okay, so I need and the reason I said beef so quickly and first is because I'm thinking about favorite foods. I need meat. Lamb, beef. I'm Iranian. No, literally, I was talking to my Persian friend the other day about if she could be vegan, and she was like, I can't be vegan. I'm Iranian. Lamb, beef. And I was like,
never be fucking vegan.
I was like, damn girl. Okay, cool. But no, the reason I say beef is just because I like steak, I like carne asada. I feel like there could be so many fucking ways to make this: tacos, kebabs, literal steaks.
And it's fire either way.
Granted, if this is on an island and I gotta be cooking it, then I need new answers because I can't be making this steak.
No, hey, you can have whoever makes it. You know what I mean?
Okay, Top Chef steak. That's number 1.
Okay.
I got 4 more food items.
Or little meals that you had growing up.
Meals,
anything. These are the 5 things you're gonna eat for the rest of your life.
Persian cuisine is my favorite. I just have to say, I don't know if it's because of my loyalty speaking or my actual taste buds, but genuinely, I need kebabs, Persian, Iranian kebabs.
So we got steak.
This
kebabs.
comes with same thing because kebab is steak. So
you don't want your steak separate steak how they cook it. You want your steak in a kebab.
Absolutely.
I need my meat on a stick.
Absolutely. If I'm picking top 5 foods, number 1 is kebabs. Now there's if anyone wants to go to a Persian restaurant, there's sultani, which is kubide, or barg, which is 2 different type of steaks. Barg is basically filet mignon, on a skewer.
Okay.
And kubide is minced meat, ground beef, mixed with other things, on also a skewer.
Damn,
this is eaten with rice, grilled tomato, raw onion, bite into it, and a couple of mint leaves, just bite into it. So that's how
just bite into
that's
it.
how
Use your hands.
That's how my first fucking meal would go.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, that sounds fire as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Now that I've
I
taken care of my loyalty foods in terms of my ethnicity and blood.
That's the most detailed answer we've got. Everybody else has been like, chicken, my mom make it.
No.
Literally, the bite into it was accurate, bro.
I'm a fucking bite into that shit. The rest you cook. But this is how seriously I'm taking this. Number 2, now that my loyalty's taken care of with the Iranian foods, let's go Mexican. Tacos. Fucking al pastor is my fave. So
okay.
Pork. So, something you'll know about me is I eat all meats, so... But I'm trying to reduce red meats for anyone who's watching. But, also not really,
So we got kebabs, al pastor, tacos, what else?
Damn, I'm a big veggie girl, so, if I had to pick any veggie in the world, weirdly enough, it's cabbage. I can eat cabbage raw, cabbage cooked, I just
Lifetime
love cabbage.
supply of cabbage on the island. Right
Yeah, cabbage. And then if I'm on an island, throw me a coconut... And then give me 1 bottle of rum, maybe a couple bottles of rum.
You know what? She's the first person to bring up a bottle. You feel me? That's some real shit. Motherfuckers forget,
Because you get an endless supply with that question.
You know what I mean? You got your 4 foods. You might as well get you an endless supply
No,
of
I'm
drink.
on an island. Have you guys ever had a coconut with just,
A drink in it? No.
Okay, here's the thing. I suck with liquor. Chasers are my world. But, coconut water...
Coconut's the best chaser.
Coconut water isn't even that fucking, there's
coconut
not
water
much
is
flavor.
fucking great, though.
But you pour a little bit out or sip a little bit, throw hella rum in it, and it's the best mixture.
I've never had it with liquor. Damn, that's crazy. Now it just makes me want
rum and coconut. You never had rum and coconut?
Dude.
No, I'm talking about like in a coconut.
Yes.
Like I've had coconuts. You know what I mean? We have
Coconut
coconuts
water
back
and rum.
home.
You need to throw
I'm talking
liquor.
You talking about because of the
especially
gel that's
rum,
around
and
in the coconut?
In an actual fucking real
You
life
got the
coconut.
meat.
Yeah,
You got
bro.
the meat around the coconut.
Ooh,
If
that
you
meat's
want-
probably sogging in that rum.
It
Oh,
is. A couple dashes
like Jell-O
of, like,
shots at
flavor.
that
Yeah,
point.
no, absolutely. That's 100% something I
Damn.
would need. And like, yeah, other than that, I feel like I fucking covered. Like,
Bro,
my
she got a
favorite
chill ass
foods.
island. I ain't gonna lie. Just in terms of
come
food,
through,
like.
come
We need to
through.
get to the second part of the question, bro.
So
What's
now
the
at this
second?
island, you get 5 artists that you can listen to.
Oh
No,
no,
not okay.
Or
Just
word better, yeah.
5 songs.
Okay.
That's better than artists.
5 songs.
Damn, but that's also hard.
I was about to say, I feel like artists would be a lot easier.
Whatever
than
you find
songs.
easier, just whatever.
5 songs or 5 artists.
Damn. Okay.
But you
hold
can't
on,
be
hold
flip
on,
flopping. You gotta
hold
pick
on.
pick a
I
lane.
want this song. That I want this artist.
Do I get to hang out with the artists and like potentially
They're at
like,
your
hook
island.
up with them?
Fuck it, it's make believe.
I'm
Yes.
just kidding.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Nah, you just get a speaker in your island, just bumps this
Like,
shit.
hey guys,
24/7.
you guys like the song?
Yeah,
It's a
no,
cool
this
song.
is actually
Nah, you
hard.
gotta kick it with 'em.
So here's what's up. Like, I feel like cause like honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I like my music, but I can't speak in terms of like how the artists' personalities are. So I don't know. If
She's
I
like,
would-
Yeah, honestly, I listen to some
I don't
artists
know-
that are kind of dickheads.
I don't know how I would want to kick it with them or what, but like I'm gonna go off genres. Like in terms of like one genre, like I feel like if I would like satisfy my reggae / like beach bummy music, it would be either like Revolution or Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like that's
Okay.
one. If we're talking about people that
You gotta
are
pick one.
dead,
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Dead or alive, it doesn't matter.
okay.
The Dead or Alive is. I'm talking about the Red Hot Chili Peppers
Fine,
or the
fine,
Revolution.
fine.
Or
Red
you
Hot
can
Chili-
put both of them. You got 3 left.
Fine, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'll get back to you on
The
Revolution.
okay, for sure.
But Red Hot Chili
Okay.
Peppers, and then those that are dead in terms of like oldies, like Queen. Like I
Okay.
would, and I know people are like Queen really, but like yeah, Queen really. That's my answer.
Hell yeah.
Good choice, but like not for me, honestly.
I like the suggestion, but no.
Yeah, and I
She's like, this is
legend,
my
obviously.
island, not
This is
yours.
my island. Wally, you can visit.
I'd have hella Michael Jackson on my shit.
I should be naked on the island kicking it.
Am I allowed to say Eminem for number 3? Like, I'm sorry. Like,
You're allowed to say whatever the
if
fuck you want.
I'm
You don't gotta ask.
Okay, you right. If I'm like satisfying my rap genre, it is Eminem. Like, I think for me.
Eminem's still in my top 5, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
give a fuck what nobody on
like-
Twitter says.
I mean,
Bro, fuck the Twitter culture nowadays. I
Yeah.
feel like we grew up through 2 different Twitter
He's still
cultures.
top 5 all time. Quote me on it.
I wouldn't say that, but I feel you on that.
Top 5 all time.
But go ahead.
yeah, no, like don't get me wrong. I feel like there's in the rap like genre, there's hella that I probably could say that I have songs here and there that I know like front and back. But in terms of an artist that I know the
All their
majority
shit.
of the songs
Yeah, see,
front
it's
and
different because
back,
I'm just
it
a
would be
hip-hop
Eminem.
head.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
Yeah, okay, so you
That's-
got
you
Red
got
Hot.
3.
You got Red Hot Chili Peppers, Eminem. Who's the other one?
I forget.
Oh, Queen.
Queen.
Okay, I feel like I got some good like genres
And then
in there.
we still
My
coming
other
back to
2 might be a
Revolution?
little embarrassing. No, I'm not gonna come back to Revolution. I'm not allowed to open my Spotify either, huh? Okay.
She wants to
Oh,
say,
wait,
She wants to say Taylor Swift, but she doesn't.
I don't want to say Taylor Swift. Wally, do you know me or something?
I don't know.
No, honestly, that I admit that is like the
She's
inner
like, yes,
white,
add her to the list.
the inner white girl in me
Taylor!
that is. But no, I feel like there are other people that I could state before that. Although yes, I admit it. Okay.
No, I'm saying, what do you
I grew up in
want?
Pleasanton. I like Taylor Swift. There are songs.
So you don't want Taylor Swift at the island?
No.
Fuck
I'm not gonna lie, Adele might be on my island.
Adele is not
Bro,
on my island.
Talk about like 24 hours of just beautiful voice.
Name one bad Adele song. You cannot do it.
No, you can't because it's all.
Bro, Adele doesn't make music. She makes a fucking like.
She makes anthems.
Yeah,
She
bro.
makes
like,
lifetime classic records.
She
She makes shit that you buy on vinyl 40 years later.
Oh my god!
But
am
anyway,
I
continue.
tripping? Okay, hold on. No. I wanna look. At
And she said kebabs,
T-Pain.
tacos, al pastor, coconuts, and rum.
I'm
What was that 5th one?
I didn't have a 5th one, I don't think. But in terms of food,
Coconuts
like,
and rum can count as 2 separate.
oh my god, how have I not said this? I'm so fucking sorry. I'm sorry that I haven't said this. Mac Miller.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Arlene.
Okay.
I'm not.
Is that 4 or is that 3?
That's 4. That's 4. And for my 5th, I'm like teeter-tottering between 2.
Who are the 2?
It wins. Rihanna. It's gonna
Okay.
be Rihanna. Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. I don't even want to say the 5th
So
one
you
now
say-
because I wasn't teeter-tottering.
So you said Red Hot Chili Peppers, Queen, Taylor Swift.
No, I didn't say fucking
Eminem.
Taylor Swift. Motherfuck.
We're trying to force that in there.
Can you not? This whole podcast is about how much I grew from Pleasanton into San Jose. Can we not bring Taylor Swift in this?
No,
It was like Chili
Eminem,
Peppers, Queen,
Eminem,
Mac Miller,
Rihanna.
and
Rihanna.
And, what was
And
the
then,
last food?
honestly, like,
mad at that.
if I could, like,
That's a solid-
I mean, like, this is the embarrassing one. Not even the Taylor Swift one, but, like, I'm not even embarrassed about this. I'm owning this shit. Like, I would die to see Miley Cyrus live if I have not yet. And I've been since freshman year. Remember Get It
I'm not
Right?
gonna sit here and lie like I wasn't watching Hannah Montana at 14, 15.
No, you remember Get It Right? Freshman
Yeah,
year?
yeah,
Remember how much
yeah.
I fucking vibed with that song? Like, that
Yeah,
is, yeah,
like,
yeah.
She was the shit, man. Like,
She's still the shit.
She was
And
the
to be
shit,
honest with
man.
you, okay, fuck you, Waleed, fuck you, Ronnie. But she finally found her motherfucking sound, and it's rock. Like, stop with the rap, stop with the pop, like, stop with everything. It's, like, straight up rock.
she not doing
old
songs
school.
with Wiz Khalifa and Mike Will made it.
But those are probably, I can't believe Mac Miller wasn't my first one. I, like,
Rest in peace.
yeah, R.I.P. I can't believe that wasn't
So what's
the
that
first
last
thing I
food
said.
that you have in there, though?
Okay, so I said the Persian, the Mexican, the cabbage. The
Oh, the
gets,
no, you got five.
cabbage gets its own category.
Hey, you got 5 then, yeah. That's
five?
Coconut, rum, cabbage.
Cool. Okay, coconut rum cabbage.
We just stuffed cabbage.
I'm
into
a
its
really
own
low
category.
maintenance girl. Like, just throw me the coconut rum and cabbage, and I'm good for the whole year.
Cause you can get creative with that shit though, so it's all good.
I mean,
Yeah,
shit, you got kebabs, cabbage, and fucking tacos.
Yeah, no.
Kebabs, cabbage, like yeah, I'm set, dog.
Like,
and
I
got
don't
fucking
even, like, I
Queen.
can't even say Italian because, like,
Kebabs,
I'm not
cabbage,
like
and queen.
pasta's dope, but like pasta's not my number one. Like,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I love pasta, but I get sick of that shit.
A
If that's all
caveman
I
can
have.
make a fucking pasta. Come
I
on.
love Chinese food. Like, also, like, maybe not up there. I love dim sum, but maybe not up there.
If it was up to me, my mom would be just
Chefing it.
cooking all my top 5 meals.
Really?
Yeah.
And what are those, Waleed?
You put me on the spot now. Now I gotta answer the question.
How
your
the turns of the
podcast?
tables.
Any variation of chicken and rice that my mom's make, it's
Aw.
better than any variation of
Hands
chicken and rice
down.
I could have anywhere else.
My
And
mom
then, like-
also makes great variations.
Yeah, and then like any Sudanese food, so we got like food, which is like fava beans, and then we got like alsida, which is like a meat stew with like a carbonated like bread loaf on top, and then honestly, bro, anything like I'll leave
Yeah.
the last 2 up to her, bro. Like, honestly,
Hey, I feel, bro.
you
No,
know,
no,
like,
I feel you on that,
I
man.
trust her judgment
For
more
real.
than anybody else.
I guess if we're talking about Persian food, I will say, like, I said kebab, but, like, not many people have heard of fesenjun. And fesenjun looks not appetizing, okay? It is this, what we call khoresht, and khoresht is like a stew. That's, the
Okay.
best English translation I can think of. But,
Yeah.
like, it's the kind of, like, you know, tikka masala, like, how
Yeah.
it kind of is like a watery,
It's not a
like,
stew.
substance
It's like its
stew.
own thing that you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
really translate.
Like, you can't translate it.
Yeah.
But, like,
just a
like butter
dish.
chicken, tikka masala, like, that's the only thing I can think of in terms of, like, there's a meat and, like, a type of, like, sauce that's, like,
Yeah.
well
It's
over
like
the rice.
It's a curry.
That's what okay, it's a curry, so that's what fesenjun is, and it's heavily walnut based. So like,
Okay.
my best friend Natasha, shout out Natasha, can't have it because she's allergic to nuts. Sorry that I said that on this podcast. She's like, stop telling people I'm allergic to nuts.
She threw you under the bus.
I did. She's like, it's not my weak point. But like, I love it because it's walnuts and pomegranate, so it's a little bit sweet. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It looks like literal feces on a on a piece of rice, so it doesn't look appetizing, but it smells great. That might be my favorite fucking Persian food.
Fuck
and
yeah.
number 2, if no one's ever talked about it here, let me be the first. Tadig, which is crispy rice. And, like, there's different ways to... You know how you make rice in a pot? No rice cooker, but a pot?
Yeah.
You could do it in a rice cooker, too. But, like, you put a little bit of oil, you let it crisp for a little bit longer. You flip it
Okay.
over almost like a cake. The top is crispy, right? The middle is all just regular rice. The top is crispy rice. And that's,
Okay.
like tadig.
Damn,
and so
okay.
if you slice potatoes on the very top, that becomes potato tadig. If you slice little piece of bread, even if it's tortilla or lavash or, like, any type of bread... It's dope tadig bread. And then you can also slice motherfucking... What's the third? Okay, so there's rice, there's potato, and there's... Oh my god, I'm almost there. No, not meat. Rice, tadig, potato, tadig. Fucking... Oh my god.
It's like
Oh my
leaves or
god, I'm
something.
tripping. No, it's not leaves. It's... Okay, so
Fruit?
there's... Rice. No, it's not fruit. So we got rice, we got the potato. I actually
Bread.
think that might be it. We got the potato, the bread, and the rice. Okay.
Okay.
I think that might be it. But my favorite is the bread and then the potato.
Damn, hell yeah.
That is it.
I feel like that whole thing just replaced whatever you had said earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So fuck the carne asada and all that. Keep the rum. She just want all that.
Yeah, bro. All I need is my dad, my brother, my mom, and a grill. and the resources
Fuck
on an
yeah.
island, and I'm eating good.
There you go. All I need is my mom, and she can pick the 5 meals. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it simple. But not to like completely switch the topic up. You mentioned earlier that you studied biomedical engineering, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
So now, given the fact that we're almost a decade removed from our first year of college.
Shut the fuck up. Gross.
Okay, so
That's crazy.
Now that
Gross.
we're all working adults in our mid-20s, what would you say, having the first-hand experience is the biggest challenge for, like, women in STEM or, like, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics?
Yeah.
It's a male-dominated space.
It is 100% a male-dominated space. Okay, so I'll start with the obvious, which is that, we all know in different categories of life that representation matters. And, like, I think in terms of young girls, or anyone, really, like, what the fuck? Did we really know what the fuck we were picking back in, what, 15, 16, applying to all these colleges? No, I didn't. Did you?
No, like, it was literally, I was a senior in high school one day. I was high. I was sitting on my living room, and then my dad came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, we should do your college applications. It's like, you're good at math and science, so you should probably apply for engineering." I'm like, "Yeah, good idea, pops." And then I applied for engineering. But then I ended up switching my major within engineering, like 2 years into my college career. But to answer the question, no. Nobody knows what the fuck.
Wait, what was your initial major then?
Civil engineering.
Oh, but then you switched to what? Industrial. Oh,
I wanted to switch to business. I wanted to go out of engineering.
Though. Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, I went from civil engineering to audio production.
No, I remember.
Hey, good shit,
man.
Talking about a whole, like, man, I'm just put my feet.
I don't remember if it was you or Nick, but one of you called me into your rooms and you were like, "Can you help me with this AutoCAD homework that I have?"
And I'm like,
no. That's probably Nick.
I was like, "Sure, I got you." But yeah. No, like, we were way too young to pick that shit, and, like, let's be honest, representation does matter, and, like, as I age, like, the one thing I would like to point out in that follows is finding a female mentor is a little bit harder, because since it's a male-dominated world, but, like, that being said, like, I'm speaking for a lot of women, like, I'm being the representation for a lot of women in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, for those who, like, don't know, but, for them, like, it might be hard not finding a female mentor. For me, I'm blessed to say that I do have a mentor. He is a male, but, like, top notch, A1.
He's like, all the girls that I know, they do this. I'm just kidding.
No, I love him. He's a fellow mentor of mine, and, like, he's guided me through everything, but also, like, maybe if I think deeper about it, like, maybe I can't ask him a couple things that I would want to a female mentor, Maybe he won't relate. Actually, absolutely, he won't relate on a couple things that I would want to. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys have all heard of imposter syndrome, yes?
Fake it till you make it. That's literally how I'm surviving.
All right, let me define imposter syndrome for you, because... So, essentially, fake it till you make it. Yeah. Basically, like, the constant feeling that you're a phony and that, like, you just got lucky, right? Like, everything I've done in life, like, I just got lucky. Like, I was in the right place at the right time. Like, I didn't earn this. Like, I'm an imposter. Like, anyone who actually asks me a question, holy shit, don't do it, because I might not answer correctly because I don't know anything.
Yeah. My dad told me, he was like, whatever you're doing, even if you don't know what the fuck it is you're doing, just do it with, like, some level of confidence. And it's like, you'll convince people that you know what the fuck you're... So that's what I've been doing. Just like, I don't know what this is, but here it is. Like, I know what I'm doing, bro. Yeah.
And it is so fucking true, dude, that if you present it with confidence,
if you present it, like, people will accept it that way.
It is, and probably not to, like, bring a whole female aspect into this, but probably especially more as a man, too. Yeah. Like, especially in some of these fields. And, yes, in school, it was already a, like, male-dominant world to the point where, like, I come into some classes sometimes and, like, I don't know, like, I have been in classes where I'm the only
You're, like, one of female. 5 women in the class.
No.
In the whole auditorium.
I have been the only female. I have been the one only female in some classes at San Jose State.
How big were those classes?
It was a workshop. So it was a math workshop, I remember, and I was the only fucking female. Right before I came here...
A good example is chemistry. Like, we all took chemistry together, right?
I remember that. We for sure did.
Yeah.
I took Chem 1.
Esfandiari, bro.
Esfandiari. But that's a good example because A, she's a woman, and B, she's a Persian
She was the shit. She was a good teacher.
Yeah, she was a dope teacher. Yeah. But no,
She was bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
She was hella bad. She was hella bad.
Yeah.
She was Persian, what's up? But yeah, no, hella liked her. But no, there's definitely like been classes that I've been in, and right before I came here, I actually like had a baby shower with my old BME friend from San Jose State, and I asked her this question. I was like, "Yo, I'm doing a podcast. Like, what do you think of this question?" And what like really tripped me up was she was like, "Dude, there's been classes because she's similar to me. Like, she does her hair, she wears makeup. I don't know. She's like she gives a fuck about like." You know,
a regular
shit
female.
that like some people might not, and it's cool that some people might not, but this is like who I am and I own it, whatever. So who she is and she owns it. And she's like, dude, I've been in classes where like first day of class people are like, oh, sorry, like you're in the wrong class, like, you know. No, that shit has happened, and like to give you
too bad to be
you're
in this
not
class.
dorky enough to be in this class.
It's not even it's fucked up because like fuck that dorky shit. Like it's not even about being dorky, but it's like damn, like the minute you like even put effort into anything that isn't maybe academics.
Nobody takes it serious.
No one's going to take you seriously anymore. And there have been, like, this is the one anecdote that I will give. Like, I've been told, like, I don't remember, actually, there's been 2 situations, but one time I was told, like, oh, like, as soon as they found out my degree, they were like, oh, like, you're way smarter than you look.
Oh, God.
Damn.
I've gotten that so much.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so articulate. Like,
What the fuck
like,
you expect me to sound like?
Fuck out of here.
That's similar.
That's not a
very
compliment.
similar.
I take that as an insult, to be honest.
Yeah.
And dude, Waleed, I spent forever trying to process that comment and be like, is this a compliment? Does he think that I'm like, is he saying I'm cute? Is he saying I sound dumb? Is he saying like, what the fuck are you saying?
If we're being honest, sometimes I talk down to
that
motherfuckers.
shit. You said what?
Sometimes I be talking down to motherfuckers.
Oh, facts, man. I mean,
That's talking down right there. You're smarter than you look. So
yeah, it's like I'm smarter than you, bitch. You
Or
don't
what's
tell me I'm
that?
articulate. Like,
Yeah, what the fuck is up right there?
Yeah.
And then not to mention there was one time in Pleasanton, like senior year, right before I like came to college, and this dude asked me in my honor like pre-calc class, like honors pre-calc, like, oh, what are you studying? And I was like, oh, biomedical engineering, and he was like,
Oh,
ha.
wow.
No, he legit laughed. Granted, this is a bad example because I feel like he was genuinely just like a little bit on the extra side of being kind of rude. A dick, yeah. But I experienced it. And by the way, you guys, I already have the fucking doubt. I don't need it from you. So it's like, for you to laugh and be like, good luck, is like, holy shit, oh my god. Can I do this? Like, you know, I don't need that right now.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was the fucking preface of like academic life in engineering. And then come the corporate America life of
Corporate America is so different too.
It is different.
College does. I'm not gonna lie. College prepares you for it, but not in like the academic sense. Everything I learned in the classroom, I don't apply in like my day-to-day work life. It's like insignificant. But what it did teach me was how to be like resilient and like how to finish a task from start to finish. And it's like how to, you know, be like studying for a test.
Yeah.
Like the preparation that goes into that translates into the workplace, even though it might not be a test with the same exact subject matter.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe you have like a presentation in front of like some executives. So you gotta prepare for that. Yeah. So it teaches you like
A, B, and C to succeed.
It gives you the work ethic in the workplace to succeed. But
jump
like,
through this fire hoop. Can you do it? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Like that's all what college is.
Yeah.
And, like,
we're gonna feed you to the dogs.
Can you jump? Can you jump? And then if you do it, you're like, oh, cool, you made it to the next level. And then in work, it's like, can you jump? Can you jump?
Yeah.
That's like the same shit. I don't know.
But I'm not gonna
That's such
lie.
a good
Like,
way
I
to
mean,
put it.
so like a lot of the dudes, exactly. A lot of the people that I work with are dudes. Like,
Do you have any females in your workspace?
there are, but it's like.
How do you treat them?
So the women I work with on a day-to-day basis, one of them is like a customer service rep, which is kind of like it's like lower on the totem pole. Like, so she doesn't really. I mean, I
Work
treat her
with you too
normally.
much.
I treat her like I do everybody else, but I can see other people treating her like with not the same level of respect and ignoring her emails and yada yada yada. And it's like there's not as much representation in like the more higher up like positions that get to call the shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, like
Yeah,
my
facts.
take on corporate America engineering worker is very that like yes, it's male dominant, and like number 2, you would think that like the few females that there are in your workspace, like y'all are gonna be like
Would get to have some voice.
homies, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
whatever. I've been warned from other STEM females that like, yo, these girls just keep your eye out more than others, because like although it seems like y'all are like, you know, minorities and like together, like the competition is even more within this. Personally, let me finalize that with like, I have not experienced that in my companies that I've been in. Every female I've worked with have built each other up. And so I haven't felt that like extra competition.
Animosity or nothing.
Animosity. But with that being said, let me just like reflect real quick that like, if I have a very stupid question, something I'm embarrassed about, like I don't really know who to ask, tell me why I would rather go to a dude.
A dude.
Like, I would rather go to a male engineer and ask as opposed to a female, because maybe I do get the vibes that female is going to be like, oh, damn, she hella stupid. Yeah. And, like, I'm about to go tell everybody else. Like, type thing.
It's whereas, like a dog-eat-dog type
exactly.
thing.
Whereas a dude is going to, like, genuinely answer my question. And now here's my cynical side coming out.
Yeah,
because 3 reasons why those dudes are genuinely being sweet, right?
I was just going to say, as a dude.
Number one.
Speaking as a dude in STEM, like, I feel like your options for finding support and finding like mentors are way more. I think it's like the balance is like
right. There's
unfairly.
hella mentors, dudes
like,
here and there.
I have a mentor now. Like my mentor, like at my work, is like low-key my direct supervisor who offered me the job and who's like been taking me under his wing for the past year.
Okay.
Shout out to Eric. He definitely doesn't listen to this podcast, but you know.
Thank God, shit.
Yeah, but he's like a dude in his mid-30s, you know. So like he's hip, he's younger, and he's like good at his job. So he's kind of like able to guide me on what he's doing. But me and him couldn't be any more different. You know, like, he's like a 35-year-old, you know, white dude who he's from Minnesota. Like, he played on the football team in college.
Damn.
He was part of a frat. And now he's, like, doing this, like, he's a sales guy. And I'm his project manager who project manages his sales. But me and him have, like, a work connection that's, like, super tight. To where, like, I can, like, vent to him about shit. And he can vent to me about shit. And he's like, I almost look at him like my big brother. And it's like, if it wasn't for work, me and him would have never said 2 words to each other on the street.
That's crazy.
Literally. But it's like, I feel like...
Isn't that weird?
As a male, that
about.
Type of experience is easier to come by.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, especially it is.
I didn't ask for it. I just stumbled
literally,
upon
statistically speaking, there are more opportunities for you to have those relationships than there are for me, right? Yeah. Potentially, in the workforce of engineering, whatever.
I wouldn't even say potentially. That's definite. Because I feel like people in your generation is like that second generation of women, you know what I mean? In the sense of like people before you, this was like groundbreaking shit, you know what I mean? Now you guys are like on the heels of them breaking that ground.
Right.
So it's like now you're going to be one of many mentors for girls that come up after you. You
and that's what I think that's what's really necessary is for like little girls to see that and be like, dude, like, holy shit, she's doing it. Like, an opportunity for a mentor. Like, I actually didn't have much of that besides my mom, but like also I had my dad, so it was very like male dominant for me.
Especially like in college, I feel like I never had a mentor in college. I just had to figure shit out by myself.
Me neither. Yeah.
So it's like now having a mentor in the workplace is like really fucking.
And you like your
helps.
mentor, and you're
Me and him are tight. We golf together all the time.
Oh my god,
like,
dope, Wally.
Yeah, me and him are tight. Like, and
dope.
I'm telling you, like we're exact opposite personality.
Yeah.
He's the more like braggadocious, like he's loud.
You're like a little humble.
He's like the sales bro, just sitting there, like he played football and shit. And I'm just like the more laid back guy, like in the background. But me and him are compatible.
But maybe that does go into saying that, like, dude, how much, like, it might be male to male. Not saying that I don't love my male mentor, but, like, I'm sure a female mentor would give me a little bit more insight. Like, even in my internship when I worked at NASA, like, I remember, like, I encountered this, like, kind of, like, weirdo IT dude that, like, made me feel uncomfortable. I would not have gone to my male mentor to tell him that.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I did actually also have a male mentor at NASA, and I loved him, and maybe I could have, and maybe... But the thing is, he would have cared, he just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Whereas the female mentor I went to cared and knew what to do.
Well, there's certain things that women...
Because she's dealt with it, unfortunately.
I mean, that's like you fucking in middle school, you know what I mean? You have your period for the first time, and, like, what's a dude teacher gonna do? Like,
right. He could be like, I care, but I don't have advice.
I'm gonna find you the first female to take care of what you got going on.
Like, I'm not saying that the love and the care and the effort isn't there from the men. I'm just saying the experience and the like expertise.
It's just they don't know what the fuck
is different. It's different, right? Like we've dealt with a little bit of different shit, but
a lot of different shit.
A lot of different shit, but yeah, no,
yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, just to wrap it up, do you think it's like, is it still a challenge as a woman in the STEM major?
I would say so. Yeah, absolutely.
There's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, I absolutely think there's going to be work to be done until there is like a statistically comparable number between men and female in the STEM field.
And that's going to take a while.
Like
that's
going to
be when our kids are our age.
And you know what? It starts
I mean?
with people like trying to not scare people off of STEM, because STEM is scary. I get it. Like, it sounds hard, and it is hard, but honestly, what I have learned is all this shit is hard. So just pick one, like, and just go. Because it is hard. Like, my family, like, encouraged and supported the engineering field. And now that I'm here, I'm like, yo, like, I thought I was going to be rich and stuff.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, baby, honey,
that takes
flower
time.
of mine.
Yeah.
She's like, no, not even that it takes time. You can't get rich off this. Engineering is going to make you comfortable in the Bay Area. Like, live comfortably. But you want to get rich, you got to invest. You got to, like, do shit. And I'm like, ugh.
One thing people don't speak about is the work stress. And, like, the work, like, responsibilities and how that takes a toll on you. As, like, a young 20-something-year-old, you're not supposed to be dealing with that much, like, burnout and stress and, like, shit from work.
But that's the time when they want to use y'all, when you got the energy like that. You know what I mean?
Because that's when you're ripe and you're, like, at the bottom of the totem pole. And that's when you can do the most bitch work. But I can recognize when somebody's giving me some bitch work.
Oh,
Well,
fast.
And I'm me the type of dude, like, I'm fighting that. Like anything that doesn't get me fired, I'm willing to try it. If that means challenging a coworker, if that means, like, not doing shit that's not in my job, is, like, I'm gonna do it. Like, if it means I'm not gonna get fired.
Right.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to learn that, right? Like,
You got to go through the motions.
yeah.
Also, it's, like, hella hard to get fired.
It is, like, once you realize they need you, once you realize your value and your worth within a company, like, once I realized my value, like, all right, if they fire me tomorrow, where would the company go?
Sure, yeah.
And then I calculated that in my head. I'm like, all
But
right,
also,
I got
like,
some leverage here.
It's scary
Yeah.
because, like, in corporate America, hella people are replaceable. What I've learned is, like, yeah, like, it's hard to get fired, but if you fuck up, if you make a mistake, hopefully that company doesn't usually fire you, but if your, like, integrity is questioned and, like, you do something that, like, fucks up your trust and shit in the company, that's when you're, like...
Yeah, but then that
But,
just
like,
comes
you're
down to
not
being a
doing that.
solid individual. Right? Like,
And
I'm not gonna do some, like, untrustworthy bullshit.
And you're
but
never
it's like,
gonna
if
do
I'm
it.
getting played, I'm gonna call it out, even if it makes everybody uncomfortable.
And
at
you
work.
should. And you should.
I don't give a fuck about how my coworkers feel. I don't care. Like, my friends, my family, I care more about how they feel if I say some uncomfortable shit. But I'm more willing to say some uncomfortable shit around my coworkers who I don't give a shit about outside of work.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's like, I'm gonna make sure, like, I'm dealt with and taken care of at work.
No one's ever gonna fire you for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your integrity's tact. Like,
So that's one thing I tell everybody. Just
good shit.
fuck. Like, even if they're, like, 20 years older than you, fuck them.
Yeah.
Nah, facts, bro.
No, dude, and, like, to wrap it up, like, 100% something I've learned is, like, nobody fucking 20 years older, 40 years older, like, we're all the fucking same. Apart from some extra experience and shit, but,
you're
like,
just a stupid adult.
dude, the faking until you make it thing for anyone who's in like, encountering imposter syndrome, like, it's a very real thing, and just, like, don't trip out. Like,
yeah.
I spent at least 7
shit.
months showing up to work, sitting in front of a computer, not knowing what the fuck I was doing, and pretending like I knew shit until I finally figured it out on my own.
And then I was promoted
got
to
to.
project manager.
Yeah, I mean that's what it
For
takes though.
real.
Like, even if you feel like you're incompetent, like that's because I feel like a lot of people get steered away by feeling like they're not cut out for the job. It's like, no, I felt like I wasn't cut out for the job the whole first year I was there. But it's just like, just kind of like go with the flow.
That's the imposter.
Just worry about yourself and everything will work. Like, if you just worry about, like, all right, I'm gonna just do whatever it takes to collect my paycheck and go home and make sure I'm fed, everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, hell yeah, bro.
It's a good spot to wrap it up, though.
That was
Hell
good,
yeah.
you guys.
Nah, we appreciate you coming on. Like, I know it was a long time coming.
A long time coming,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? It's a long ass episode. I love it though. You know what I mean?
No, I'm sorry it was so long. I'm clearly a fucking talker.
Ain't no apologizing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're right, you're right.
We actually had a bunch of good conversations too. You know what I mean?
We did.
Like,
And, like, honestly, only, like, 30% was caught on camera. Like, I really feel like we caught up before this.
So I'm gonna tell you this:
guys.
anytime I have to tap Ronnie, or Ronnie has to tap me, be like, all right, we're going a little bit too much longer than we should. That means it's a good episode.
yeah.
That always means it's a
that
good
means,
episode.
like, let's cut this shit off so we can talk offline.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But nah.
Damn. Yeah, no, next time I will be back with Arlene. Like, we're going to do this again.
Shout out to
hopefully.
Arlene.
But shout out to Arlene, because I know I love you. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
thank you for having me.
There will be
It was
next
dope.
time.
Well, as usual, it's your boy Ronnie,
And I'm Waleed, the other side of the coin.
and we out.